Hey guys, and welcome to the very first Hey Nay Daily birthday marathon video. That is right, I am doing a video every day for the month of September simply because it's my birthday and I want to celebrate it with you guys. So this was supposed to be a welcome video, but work this week has been chaotic and I just didn't get around to having good lighting to do a welcome video. So that is coming on the weekend, but I thought I would start off the first video of the month with a challenge. Yes, there are going to be 4 challenges this month, one for every week. You have until the end of the month to complete all of them, or just one of them, or whatever. This one is a sketch challenge. You can see the sketch up the top there, but I will post it on the Hey Nay Daily Creatives group. If you are not a part of that group already, jump on over there and check that group out. It is going to have heaps of inspiration, heaps of challenges, heaps of fun, heaps of downloads. It's just going to be a really good time over there. You're going to get more out of the Hey Nay Daily Marathon over there than you will just watching these videos. But in saying that, let's get on to the layout. So lately I've been inspired by the wreath style layout with all the pretty flowers in a nice circle going around the page, and so I decided to create a little sketch basically of that kind of layout. Now, in saying that, you don't have to copy the sketch completely, but the idea is to have this wreath with flowers and florally kind of goodness. To have some leaves in there, and a bow, and a few flowers. Like, that is basically it. I decided that I was going to continue the circle the whole way around and do some stitching as well. And I just used some white embroidery floss with that one, and I just like how it just adds a little bit of dimension there without being a complete full circle. I did a running stitch as opposed to a back stitch, and I think that that just lightens it up a little bit more as well. I am playing with the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Cocoa Vanilla Love Always collection. This, I knew when I had all of these flowers in the vellum and the ephemera pack that I wanted to do something like this, and it just happened. And it ended up being such a really pretty layout. I love it so much. It's probably one of my favorite layouts to date, and it's actually one of Josh's as well. He actually looked at it and was like, wow, I really like this layout. Like, it's one of your best layouts. So I hope you think the same. I hope you are inspired by it. And basically what I did was I cut out that grey love heart paper with my Cameo, and I cut out the white as well. So I've overlaid those, and they've formed the base of my wreath. And then I laid in the flowers all around how I liked it, followed the sketch a little bit, and now I'm just putting my photo in the middle of that wreath. The photo in the sketch does not have any layering, but you know me, I have to layer, so I'm adding my flair to it and layering behind the photo. Just adding in a doily, and then I use some packaging from the Love Always collection. I'm going to stick that down there. I did play with a few ephemera pieces, but really wanted to keep it quite light, as I usually do with my layering, and white with just a touch of pink. I do add in a piece of the pink patterned paper layered in behind here as well, just to give it a little bit of lift. But I do fiddle around with it for quite a while, trying to find out what paper I'm going to be liking. I do struggle with layering behind my photo, and I'm sure that you can see the struggle quite often in my videos. I toss and turn between papers all the time, and when I think I found the right one, I actually haven't found the right one, so I have to go back and look through it all again. But the one thing I do a lot of is add in this polka dot tulle, and I am actually in love with this tiny dot polka dot tulle. I did have the larger one before, but they were out of stock at Spotlight, so I got this tiny one. I was like, oh, it will do. But I actually like how light and pretty it is. It's just really fine, and it still gives you that tulle look, and still gives you the polka dot look without being too bulky and in your face. So I think this is going to be a new staple of mine, is the tiny polka dot tulle. I think that's going to be something I always have in my stash. And the good thing about it is you can buy 1/2 meter of this and it will last you forever when you're layering on photos and things if you don't waste it. I use it for layering, I use it for wrapping around my gifts to give to people. I use it for so much, and I still have quite a bit left. So if you're ever at Spotlight, jump into their boutique fashion fabrics and try and find some tulle. It does come in quite a range of colours, this polka dot one, but a lot of them are brighter colours. So yeah, I tend to go for the white polka dot just because it goes with everything. So I've just finally decided that I'm going to use some of that pink watercoloured background paper from one of the Cocoa Vanilla papers. And then I thought, oh, I can layer some bits and pieces over it, behind it, you know, from the ephemera pack. But I don't like that, so I get rid of all of that and just add in that vellum butterfly underneath the bow. I did want a larger bow down there, but I just didn't have one. So I used what came in the bits and pieces from the Love Always collection, and I just put that butterfly behind it to try and just give it the illusion of large plumper bow. I don't know if it worked, but there it is. So now I'm just gluing down all the bits and pieces, and I've decided to come in with some of the bitty blooms and stick some of those in there as well. I've also picked out some of the butterflies from the ephemera pack and sticking those in. But it is, and you know, I recreated this layout a couple of times. I transferred it onto this piece of paper originally when I was like organizing where I wanted all the flowers to go. And then I had to transfer it to another sheet while I stitched around the circle on this layout. And then I had to transfer it back onto the original piece once I had everything sewn in place. So I think it's time that I actually tell you a little bit about this photo. So a couple of weeks ago, my niece turned 1, and my niece and nephew on Josh's side are actually born, I think it's within a week or like 2 weeks of each other, or the same month. I can't remember exactly. I'm a great auntie, aren't I? Um, but yeah, so they had a combined birthday party this year, and so we went down to Grafton for their third and first birthdays. And I just took a few photos of my niece Beth while she was sitting at the table after we'd just cut her birthday cake, and it had the most richest, pinkest icing. And we let her go at it with one of the cupcakes, and it's all over her mouth, all over her hands. And the original photo actually has the cupcake sitting at her feet as well, but the tablecloth on the table was like a bright green color, and I didn't like how it looked with the rest of the layout, so I cropped that out and just left her and her hands with the icing all over it. I know that that tells just as good a story, and it sort of coordinates better with the layout. I could have made it work, but it was just easier to crop it. And yeah, so I don't scrapbook a lot of photos of my niece and nephew on Josh's side simply because we don't live near them. We live about 3 hours away from them, and we see them very rarely. But when we do, Auntie Nay does get the camera out. It's just Vinny is literally 10 minutes around the corner from me, and he's always here, so I'm always taking photos of him, and I've got that many photos of him. It's not funny. And it was about time that Auntie Nay did a girly girl layout for her niece. So I'm so happy that I was able to do this really light, soft, you know, innocent kind of layout, but it's still using quite mature looking colours, like subdued colours. They're not blah in your face. So I really like using this Love Always collection for little girl pages. I think it works brilliantly for that. But yeah, oh my gosh, I think if you've been on the Hey Nay Daily Instagram account, you would have seen, I think I'd posted this photo, but I also posted a photo of the birthday cake, so you'll see the bright pink icing there as well. And you just saw my big pizza box of Love Always bits and pieces. Literally, I put everything in that box after I did the haul video of the Love Always collection. And when I did, all those sequins and all those little bits and pieces fell into the bottom of the box. I nearly cried. The organizer and me had a bit of a mini heart attack, but I decided to let it go. There are more important things to stress about in life. And I left them in the box and just dumped all of the Love Always collection on top of it, so it was all together and I knew where it was when I wanted to come back to use it. And today was the day. So yeah, I'm just sifting through, getting out those gorgeous sequins. Oh my gosh, the bits and pieces. You need to get that. If you haven't already got it, get that bits and pieces out of the Love Always collection, because those sequins are so precious. They are just precious. I know I'm about to say divine, and I always say divine, but oh my gosh, these sequins just melt in your mouth. They are just so juicy. They are just, they're just the most perfect pinkish white iridescent, just glow to them. They're just so beautiful, and I would buy probably 10 packets of the bits and pieces just for those sequins, because they are so beautiful. And now I'm coming in, getting away from the sequins, Renee, and I'm just adding in a few enamel dots from the Love Always collection as well. But I decided in the end that those grey sparkly enamel dots are a little bit too dark. I think they just stand out too much, so I get rid of those and I come in with some Kaiser rhinestones, as I do, and I just embellish around there. I did use some of the white glitter enamel dots from the Love Always enamel dot pack, but I just felt that it needed a few bits of bling in there as well, just to, you know how I roll, to bling it up. So now I'm just adding in, I wanted to use one of these tiny word stickers that came on the sticker sheet from the Love Always collection, but I didn't know where to put it, so I popped it down the bottom here on this black striped strip that I put on the bottom. I don't know, did you see me put that down there? I don't know, but it's down there. It's from the Love Always collection, and then I popped a vellum flower behind the Hello Gorgeous. That is the title of the layout now. There is no other title needed. Just checking it out now, and that is pretty much it, guys. That is the layout done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first video of the Hey Nay Daily Birthday Marathon. I am so super excited. Like I said, if you are not part of the Hey Nay Daily Creatives group, jump on over there. The link is down below in the description. That is where all the bits and pieces will be going down for the marathon. All the challenges, all the downloads, all the conversations, all the fun. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will be back tomorrow with another video. Love you guys. Bye.